If your ex does this, it means the breakup is permanent. When you've been going through multiple breakups with the person you love, it usually means there is a powerful connection between you. You keep gravitating back towards one another, and there's quite a bit of passion between you. Problem is that you keep making the same mistake, but are expecting different results. At some point, one of you will pull the brakes and stop the entire situation. This is when the breakup becomes permanent. So, how do you know if a breakup is final and what you can do to change the situation? Firstly, let's see why breaking up multiple times happens in the first place. Before we begin, subscribe to Modern Love Potion because every video you watch will transform you into a woman high-value men can't resist. So click or tap the subscribe button now to not miss out. One of the main reasons behind why two people can break up and get back together over and over again is simply because the idea of breaking up can become an empty threat. It can just be something that is used to get a reaction out of your partner. And what's more, the more frequently it happens, the less of an impact it has. It can also be used as a move to gain more power. And after a while, the person on the receiving end of this, whether it's you or your partner, is going to pick up on this tactic and will start to lose its effect. Once the passionate, explosive element of this dies down, and the conversations start becoming very calm, it's a sign your breakup is permanent. The biggest sign in a breakup is final when you start understanding the patterns. Very often, I see that people keep breaking up with their partners over and over again because they are attached to them for the wrong reasons. The love is certainly there, but at this point the love is more destructive than it is constructive. This of course does not benefit you and can quickly become a very draining experience. If you feel this is you, what you need to do is pay attention to behavioral patterns. If they are able to change their behavioral patterns and reactions, the other person is usually able to do the same thing. Additionally, your breakup is permanent when you see the relationship as toxic rather than something you love being in. The first sign of a breakup is final when you or your partner, or both of you, realize that this situation is not healthy and has been keeping you deeply unhappy. Keep an eye out for a sense of peace in the way that your ex communicates with you. If it looks like they've come to terms with the end of the relationship and that they've accepted it, it could be the last breakup. If they are no longer fighting against you or for you, and they seem to have taken a neutral stance, it can mean that they've detached themselves from this relationship and have accepted its end. Keep in mind that this isn't always a horrible thing. Breakups can open the door to something new in your life, unprecedented happiness, new opportunities, growth, and evolution. So if your ex is communicating with you in a way that shows that they are no longer trying to put you down or prove something to you, and you can see if they found peace in the situation, it can be a pretty telling sign that the breakup is final. Also, if you feel exhaustion or see that your partner is exhausted from arguing and you just want to get it over with, it's an additional sign that the breakup is permanent. If both of you feel like you just can't do this anymore, it's been so emotionally and physically taxing that you just feel like you have nothing left to give this relationship. When a person reaches that point of exhaustion, because they've experienced such intense emotions and highs and lows, it's a big indicator that this is the last breakup. At this point, you're probably worn out from the emotional roller coaster you've been on. If your ex has been pushing and pulling and subjecting you to multiple breakups, you're probably exhausted. It's hard to see a solution when you're in the thick of it, and you could be left feeling pretty powerless and frustrated right now. Perhaps both of you have accepted that this is a very volatile relationship, and it can never be any other way. Hey, are you liking the video so far? If so, I have good news. Make sure you like and subscribe to Modern Love Potion, because every video you watch will transform you into a woman high-value men can't resist. And you'll never miss our videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also, if you have a story you want to share with me or other people watching this video in the Modern Love Potion community, write a comment below. Okay, so where were we? So, if you feel like you want this person back after many breakups, I encourage you to take some time to analyze what exactly you want and why you want to be with this person. When was the last time you both felt happy in the relationship and didn't have this looking fear that one of you is going to leave the other? If you're wondering how to tell if the breakup is final, just keep an eye on whether or not your partner has accepted the breakup and whether or not they feel like they don't need the dysfunction of this relationship in their life. If you're seeing signs the breakup is final, it's okay to let go. Also, if your ex can't see a future with you anymore, it is a sign that the breakup is final. Sometimes, long-term relationships are more for here and now. In these situations, it's common to fall in love quickly and stay together. However, if you can't see a long-term future with them, it's a sign that there probably isn't one. This is another way that you can determine how to know when to break up. Breakups have a negative connotation because people really talk about how they can sometimes be a very good thing. Oftentimes, when you're going through a breakup, you feel it's a terrible thing because the outcome is different from what you had planned. But I'd like to remind you that sometimes things get shaken up in your life simply so that the pieces can fall back together in the right order and set you on a better path towards happiness. Ultimately, it is possible to turn things around after multiple breakups. It's just crucial that you take a step back and take a close look at your situation. Do you honestly feel that this is the right person for you? And you need help navigating through some recurring issues you're having? Or are you clinging to someone out of emotional dependency? If you're realizing that this breakup doesn't seem permanent at all, and you're hoping to salvage your relationship so that you can make it better than ever, I encourage you to work on the problems that got you into this situation in the first place. Getting back together after multiple breakups is possible. I know that this can feel very overwhelming and frightening right now, but as long as you're able to be honest with yourself and really analyze your situation, you're going to find the solution. If you do choose to pursue getting back together with this person for good, this channel has a plethora of tools and techniques on getting back together with an ex available to you. From the no contact period to many successful techniques and methods on getting your ex to feel attracted to you again, to coaching, you'll find everything you need to know right here in the many videos we have. If you want to know how likely your chances are to get back with your ex, click our Ex Back quiz in the first description below. Also, if you want to see our best videos, click the videos on the screen now. Don't forget to subscribe to not miss out on any of our videos, and I'll see you next week.